Well, hello guys. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. Today, we're not doing any Let's Play or anything like that. We are actually building. I want to make something base game. As we know, we're all boycotting EA. We're playing with the packs that we already have, and a lot of people don't have many packs. Some people don't have any packs at all. I want to build a house that's just base game with no packs whatsoever. I don't have them disabled though because I'm lazy AF, so I'm just going to avoid using any packs, and hopefully at the end I didn't randomly put a bush or something that I shouldn't have. And of course at the end it's going to be on the gallery, free to download for all of you guys. Well, let's just hop right into it. Okay, I kind of have something in mind. This can come forward a little bit, I think, and then I think we're just gonna have 2 stories. Let's see. I definitely think this needs to be taller. I'm not sure. I think once we have the windows, we'll see if upstairs is going to be taller walls. I kind of want to do like a bump out here. A nice little situation for the windows. I'm imagining that. Kind of like a little window terrace. I don't even know what it's called. We need a little thing here for the door. All right, I think we're doing okay. Let me get a door to see the size of the door that I want, and that will really base what's going to be happening with the house around the door. It'll help me a lot. Again, we're doing base game, so I don't know if there's anything really. This one, that's way too small. Is there any in medium height? I really should have disabled all of my packs. I never know what's disabled and what isn't, honestly. No, see, I want something a bit wider. I guess there's these two. Maybe this one. I was kind of picturing a darker door. If you get like kind of like this, but obviously with this one, that's what I would have liked. Use this one anyway. This house looks a little bit bland right now. So I think what will help us is if we put the roof on, and we'll pull this down a little bit maybe. I like that. And then we'll put this one here. Guys, if you haven't already noticed, I have really bad hand-eye coordination, which is really not great for somebody who's into what I do. Like I should have a lot of tech skills, but I don't. I never learned how to type. Like if there was a opposite for tech savvy, that's what I am. Okay, and then I'm kind of thinking we could have like a little fence thing. Maybe this. Can see what that looks like. If you can picture it, I want this house to be like red brick. I have a picture I found that kind of looked like what I was thinking in my mind, and I'm kind of going off that picture. I'm still thinking now that this should be medium. Maybe that's better. And maybe just in general we should bring this in and then get rid of this and this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that and that. Get rid of this if I can. Yeah, now I'm kind of thinking we should add this up a little bit. Guys, can we just take a second to look at this and see how ridiculous it is? Inner one. I think we're going to use this one. I'm going to try find a different fence on top. This one might be good, but I just feel like it's too small. I think that's fine though. Let's continue with the windows. Let's just filter to base game and see what we have to work with. Maybe that should be that. Yeah. I think that's better. But that still looks tiny to me. Could I do 2? Is that strange? Do you think? Oh my god, guys, I'm so dumb. There was a 3 wide one. Let's see. I like that better. The brick. Oh, that is so annoying. Do you see that? I usually use this wallpaper for like chimneys. I can still use it for the chimney, I guess. Because look, it works some places, and then here, it's fine. It's on the edge, but not on this one. I kind of want to keep it. Guys, I don't know, guys. That really is irking me. Okay, this is how she's looking so far. If I do this, I actually think that's nicer with the door underneath. Does anyone know if you can change this? I don't know if you can or not. We have to put this up here, right? I think so. And then we can do it. Perfect. There we go. We could put these here maybe. I really wish that there was this window, but like with this single tile, because there's this one that has 2 and then there's this one that has 3, and I really wish that there was one that just has one. I really, really wish that I was able to move this down. Like, it's really annoying that it has to be on that level. This one is cute. I like this one. I didn't really mean for it, but this house is starting to look very British, which it kind of goes against my morals, but let's raise the foundation. Yeah, I kind of want it to be pretty high. I don't think there's any like stairs that match this brick. See, I don't like how it's the two different bricks. I think that's a bit weird. I think this is actually better because you can just pretend that it was painted. And I might change the stairs to that too. But that one's too light. This game, this is where it gets hard with the base game, looking for things. I guess that'll do. We're gonna hide that with a tree anyway. I have a feeling that window looks very strange on the inside. No, it's actually fine. Let's do the floor plan. Let's do the floor plan. The floor plan. Let's do it. Also, guys, do you like my sim? Honest opinions in the comments below. Bathroom. I kind of wanted to put the kitchen there, but I don't think that's gonna work, to be honest. I think the kitchen would be better off in this area, I guess. Okay. And then we can have another arch here. Okay, guys, I'm going to be real honest with you. I had to go off camera there to do the floor plan. I had to redo it like 3 times. It was really messing with my head, but I added this little kind of bump out here for a bathroom for downstairs, and I put a little roof on it. And then, yeah, so this is going to be the kitchen, the dining room, and the sitting room. Obviously I would change those pieces of furniture. Guys, this is the strangest floor plan I think I've ever done, but it's probably the best that we're gonna get. A little L-shaped landing. We could do a little balcony here. Honestly, I kind of want to put this trim all the way around the house. I think that, oh, that is so much better. Absolutely so much better. Let's put one of these windows back here. Guys, guess what? I've just realized that there is one of these windows that is one single tile, but guess what? It's in city living. My guess is that these ones, the bigger ones, came in a base game update that I don't remember. But yeah, city living. I'm thinking of putting the back door here somewhere from the dining room, just a little back door. This is gonna be the kitchen, so I need a skinnier window. I guess I could just do some of these and like scoot them in together. There's a lot of different windows going on. That's what I feel like base game is a lot of the time. A lot of like things don't really match. Maybe we could use these windows that I used in the front to get some more light in. Oh, I kind of like that actually. This is the same window I used in kitchen, so I'm gonna pop that there. And I think I'm gonna add a chimney as well. The chimney doesn't need to be like exactly the same on the inside. Okay, I think I've decided I don't want the chimney to be sticking out of the house. I'm gonna do what I see quite common, I don't know, in England. This house may look a little English, but I sure am not. Oh my god, that looks ridiculous. Let's move it over a bit. I think that is much better, and let's change the trim on this to maybe no. This one? This chimney here is base game, and I think I'm going to use this one and then raise it up. Okay, for some more character and detail, I'm going to put the roof trim on the actual roof. This is a different roof trim so that it kind of pokes out, I guess. This one matches these like columns, and that actually is nicer, to be honest. Now in real life, you probably, I don't know if you would have these windows here. You might not be allowed to put these windows here because it's like facing the street. But I like it. Okay, we should get a door up here somewhere, but not that one. Maybe this one? This one might be a bit better, to be honest. I just don't really like how the house looks from this view at all, like this door here. I think the main thing is that it looks nice from the front. I also wanted to use this tiny little window here. Let's get started on the interior, I guess. I always usually do the flooring first. That one could be cute. By the way, guys, this is not like budget build. I'll do a budget build in the future, but for now, because this is my first like build video, I don't really want to limit myself. No, I kind of like the warmer one. So this stairs landing here needs a fence. I think this one is a classic, and it's cute. I like that. So let's find the matching stair railing for this. It's this one. So we'll fix this issue. Oh, so if I take that away, then it takes it away there. So we can't actually do that. So it has to be double rail. We could do that, I guess. Oh, but it's sticking there, so no. I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it was and ignore it. You see, this really does my head in with this stairs because I can't figure out how to delete this square, because in a perfect world I would have this fence here and this square would be gone, but I don't know how to do that because it just looks stupid. It looks like it's floating, and then this cut off here looks really weird. But if you can possibly ignore that, that would be great, because I can learn to ignore it if I try my best. So okay, I think it's time for some arches and doors. So let's get a nice arch. The only medium height rounded archway is this one, and I don't know, is it too high up? I actually think it helps with, because I think sometimes the medium wall height is a lot, like it's hard to fill up the space, so maybe that could be good. I wanted to have an archway here, but I want it to be this height, but like 3 tiles wide. I don't know if that's... I'm actually thinking of using this one. What if we were to turn them a brown, a nice brown, kind of matching the railings? That could be cool. I know it doesn't match the windows, but there's nothing we can really do about that. I kind of like the brown. Okay, so we need the same arch over here, I think. And then here as well. Like there's going to be a nice flow in this house. Every room is connected. I really like doing that. If you need some building tips, I really suggest putting arches a lot of the place downstairs, because it just, I don't know, it makes, because I don't like open plan, but I still like the room to feel a little bit more open than not. So we'll just put a simple little door here for the bathroom. Now let's put the doors upstairs. So this is the upstairs bathroom here. Now this, I know this is a terrible placement for a door, but it's I think it's all we can do really. We can just scoot this over a bit so they're not as close together. Yeah, that is terrible, I know, but it's the best we can do. I mean, it's still functional. So let's find a tile for the bathrooms. I always use, oh, I don't know why that's happening. I always use this one. Guys, I want this house to be very plain, because the whole idea with this house is for you guys to be able to download it and use it for your Sims, and perhaps not a minion. And I want the house to be pretty plain because I want it to be versatile. So if you would like, you can easily go in and just change the swatches of things, maybe change out some like furniture. Okay, I guess we should start with the hallway. So let's find a wall. I tend to use the I've been framed. I use the slate and grey if it's like a like an Oasis Springs type house, because it has this little tile at the bottom. But in this house, I've been framed is a pretty good one, I think. Like, I think this is just great for like the hallway, an open area. Guys, I'm realizing I don't like these stairs because the white on here looks very grey, and this house I want to look very warm and welcoming. See, look, isn't that so much better? Now, it's a tight squeeze in here, so I think we're not going to be able to add that many decorations. Maybe just a little rug. See, maybe this one, I kind of wish it was larger. I always find the sculptures and the decorations so confusing. Okay, I think it's in the kitchen fruit bowl. Let me filter this to just base game because I'm getting very confused. No, it is not in the kitchen fruit bowl. Oh my god, guys, like, make it make sense. That is so dumb. Isn't that cute? Is there like a little a shoe rack as well we could put in maybe? And I think we can fit in a little hall table. Guys, I think I'm gonna get rid of the shoe rack because I'm not a fan of it. And then we're probably just gonna move the hall table over here. I think it's very realistic to have a big fat mirror over the hall table, because when you're leaving you want to just have a little look-see, see how you look before you leave the house and everybody sees you. I'm thinking maybe this one. I don't really use this one often. I always use the same one. I always use this one. So we can put some like plants, maybe some books, some clutter. I like to use this swatch of this plant. Let's just get some books in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this, scoot that there, and then I want a little picture frame maybe there. And then I'm thinking, oh my god, where did it go? I mean, there's these in base game, but they're huge. Yep. So maybe just a cute little lamp instead. So if we kind of just put this here, perfect. And let's change the actual light in here. I mean, this one is like my favorite, all-time favorite. Is there another swatch on it? Maybe this one. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. Let's move on to the living room. Let's get rid of this ugly carpet. Okay, so I've kind of just sized this one down. Originally it is huge. I just sized it down. I think it's pretty cute. So let's change the walls. Maybe a blue? See, that's just not plain though. I love that though, but I feel like a lot of people wouldn't like that. But the house is quite like, it's older, it's more traditional. Maybe a paneling could be good. I feel like that's very brown, very beige though. If you liked the blue, let me know. I mean, if you liked the blue, you can download this house and put the blue in yourself. The sofas, I was kind of worried about this. So maybe just this one, I guess. I'm gonna get rid of these so I can see better. Let's get the larger one in here and we'll just change the swatches. I want kind of this house to be move-in ready. Ooh, the darker brown. This kind of table, it's supposed to look like a suitcase, I think, which is cute. If you're playing this house, you're more than likely cheating for money. As I said earlier, it's not a budget house. I mean, what I do usually when I'm playing with my Sims is if I was to cheat money to get them a nice house, I would usually cheat their money back down to like 100 simoleons or even 0 so that the gameplay is more interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this tile in the kitchen, but let's just put it there for now. You see, this looks normal to me, but then also I feel like this should be back here, but then I could probably scoot this in the middle. Yeah, let's see if we have any decorations for the coffee table. I am not putting any stereos whatsoever because I don't know about you guys, but I have a bug in my game where radio's on and there's a child nearby. They will just start bugging out. They'll cancel what they're doing and they'll just start dancing, but it's like all over the screen. It's so chaotic. I haven't used this yet. A little decoration in the corner. I feel like in the sitting room you always have things like this for storage. Blankets in there maybe, or whatever. The things you want hidden. I have a sausage dog, so I kind of feel like we have to do this. This plant is very humongous. Can we make it smaller? I think the whole house is definitely going to be very brown and green. Green is going to come in with plants, I suppose. Possibly here. Gonna move this over here and then the plant in this one. I feel like that's nicer. And then I'm thinking a bookshelf in the corner here, kind of like that. The windows are kind of annoying me. I don't really like using curtains at all in The Sims. Like the curtains are all just very either they cover the whole thing, which you don't really want, or they just don't fit properly. All the swatches are horrendous. They're hideosis. I think I'm gonna move the window over. I know. Move these as well to make it even. I don't know what to do here because they're gonna clip. Maybe this one. There's a darker one of this, right? I guess that's kind of okay. Let's see from down here. I think that's the best we're gonna get. And I think we do need curtains. We can't just not have them like I do all of the time. I always just never have curtains. Like a stand-up piano, that would be perfect in this corner. A lot tighter than I thought. They can walk in here and then I'm actually going to turn this around because I don't want to see the cabinet doors because I want to scoot this in like that. I really don't like the blue top on this, but I think it's kind of like that. Oh, this one could be better. That's very fancy. You could always sell this little sculpture and put your own collectible there. That's what I would have done, like a crystal that you would have collected or something like that. A little kind of art piece up here. I feel like I should leave this blank, but then it looks so boring if it's left blank. Okay, and then I think the final thing I need to put in here is the light. All right, let's start on the kitchen. Boom, 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 boom. Not boom. Boom. This matches the bar out here. An island. Fridge. Oven. Some upper cabinets that I'm just going to raise slightly by pressing the 9 key. I don't know what happened to these. I can't remember why they deleted. And just a nice sink here. Can you imagine you're washing the dishes and looking out the window? That's why I always like to put the sink at a window. We have a base game dishwasher. I'm going to pop it right there. I think these ones are okay. Let's get some tile behind the kitchen here, and then maybe we could use this one that has more paneling. The lighting in this room is a lot different. Oh, I still have this. I think it's quite dark in here and I want to keep like the cozy vibes, so I'm gonna put a wall light, possibly this one here. I just added some very simple decorations. I don't really like to clutter up my kitchen too much in case things become unusable. I guess because we have these here, they can cook on these ones, so maybe I could add something else here. We need a trash can as the Yanks say, just like that. Okay guys, I'm so sorry to come back to the sitting room, but I think it needs to be a little bit brighter, and I like the combination of this swatch and these curtains, and I just realized that there actually is a larger version of this. So we're gonna scoot this forward, and I also feel like that's too dark, so if we do that one, just going to add a rug here. Okay, let's do the dining room. I think this is the same. Let's find the same swatch here. I think it's this one, and we can put that in here. I'm thinking we can use the same wallpaper that we used in the kitchen in here, maybe a brighter one to kind of light up the space a bit more. Then we can grab these curtains again, or actually I think I like these better. Okay, let's find a little rug that can go underneath. I think this rug could be nice because it brings in the green, just like a cute little plant on the table. A piece of art here, and also I think we need a piece of art in on this wall, maybe two, and then maybe we can like scoot that there. And then guys, this is what I would do. I'm just gonna show you real quick. Okay, I got my minion to take some selfies. I just want to use this as an example. So when you're playing, this is what I like to do. When you take pictures with your family, you can put them up on the wall like this, whatever. And then when you go into live mode, oh, maybe I should get, hold on. Okay, we're back. I put frames on them. You can change whatever color frame you want. But what I do is I make some of them bigger, and then I kind of just arrange them in a way that it's like family photo wall, because there are these things from Growing Together, but you don't need them. You don't need Growing Together to do this. You can literally just do it yourself, and you can make it look however you want. I don't know, I think it's just a really cute way to have more realistic kind of gameplay. I probably could have put them all down a little bit lower, but yeah, that's what I like to do when I'm playing. Will we leave these up? No, I think we'll take them down for the gallery, but let's just leave them up for now because mignon, they are looking so chic and fly. Now I just basically did the exact same bathroom upstairs and downstairs, and I changed the lights upstairs because the upstairs is small wall height, and I find that these lights, they look like they're gonna hit your Sim's head. Let's start off with the main bedroom, which would be like for the parent Sims or just the main person of the household if it's just one. Let's just do this bed. We can do this bedside locker. I'm gonna take this rug here, which is like this one but it's in large, and I'm just gonna put that in here, and then I'm gonna change the wallpaper, and I just want a nice looking lamp in here as well. Seeing as we don't have a computer in the house yet, I'm going to put this desk in the main bedroom as well. Maybe we could get a desk lamp and a plant. I'm going to raise this up so it's not connected to the window, and then I'm going to move the window. And then I'm going to get two more of these and I'll place them where I actually want them to go, like that. And then we're going to move the bed forward a bit because I don't like how it looks when the curtains are going through the furniture. I'm actually going to put the wardrobe here. I'm going to scoot it in and then put the mirror here. By the way, I also moved the door here so that the primary bedroom has access to the balcony, because this room I was thinking was going to be a kid's room. So personally, when I start playing, I usually just have a baby straight away. So I'm gonna make this into like a nursery, and then this room I'm gonna decorate quite plainly and say that it's a guest room for now, but obviously it can be a kid's room in the future. These locker options are really terrible. Artwork on the wall. Oh my god, my camera's going crazy. I'm gonna leave this room very plain so you guys can redecorate this room however you like, to suit your child more. I'm thinking like you might have a child sim, and they have their own personalities, so you want to give them a room that matches their style, so you can go ahead and just redecorate. Sorry, I'm actually gonna go ahead and put a little mirror here because this wall is so plain. So this is gonna be our little nursery. I'm actually going to move the baby here. So this bassinet being here means that when you do have your baby, they will spawn in this bassinet and not like the ugly default one. Little dinosaur, some little yellow curtains, a mobile, some artwork. Okay, this is my cute little nursery baby's room. You can always change the swatches if you want. I kind of try to make it gender neutral, even though now I'm looking at it is kind of boyish, but I love putting this green paper light in my children's rooms because it gives this like nice glow. And then there's this adorable little dinosaur height marker. I'm gonna put that near the door. Just some extra skill building stuff, I guess. I'm going to put an easel in the hallway landing, and I'm going to put a little chess table outside with this brown outdoor chair set. Oh my god, I just realized I was playing in the morning light, which is so dark. I'm so sorry about that. Also, look what I did. I'm just gonna put this plant here and a little painting here too. What I do sometimes is if my sim paints a painting that I absolutely love and goes so good with the house, I usually put it like up on the wall near the easel, so you could replace that with a painting that your own sim did. It is time for landscaping, my favorite part. It's like a reward after doing all the building, getting to do the landscaping. These are the brick wall options, and none of them are dark enough like our house. I think I'm going to use this grey one because it matches more with the stairs here and the foundation. Guys, this tile or masonry is my favorite ever. I use it all the time because I don't know, I love it. I think that's how we're gonna do it. Like in real life, this would be the driveway, even though you can tell The Sims 4 wasn't made for cars, because what the hell is that? I'm not sure if I like what I've done here. I'm kind of hemming and hawing about the fence. I love my houses to look lovely and lush, and I think these trees help, especially with the red brick. And then for bushes, I like to use this one and this one for filling out space, so I put one here behind there as well. Then of course the hydrangea flowers, they're so beautiful. I like the white ones, aren't they so gorgeous? And then there's this bush here, the sunrose bush, and I like to use this too. I feel like this house could do with some yellow bushes. Wait, what does the blue one look like? I like the yellow personally, so I'm going to use the yellow, and I'm just going to put that there. I'm going to maybe size one down and put one just here. And then of course, like everybody else does, I use these low-lying pale flowers to just kind of zhuzh up the rest. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into terrain paint and use this do or die. And I'm kind of just going to fill out underneath. Okay, so I'm basically just going to continue what I did here around other places of the garden. Okay guys, you probably can't tell that well, like it's very subtle, but I did some terrain paint underneath so that there's kind of this natural looking edge. I really think it adds like a little bit of a pop and it's more realistic. I also added some more trees along the side. Oh, they're clipping. I'll fix those in a second, but I added some more trees. I want to put a fence here, maybe that one, although there's no matching one for that, so I think I'll find the fence for this one, which is this. Yeah, much better. Let's just put a little barbecue, some planter boxes along this wall here, and also an outdoor trash can. So seeing as I put this one over here, I actually want to switch these out. I kind of like this one better, to be honest. And then let's just put another railing over there. Let's just add an outdoor table. There we go. And then also I think we need something here for some kitties. Also, we need a bin upstairs because when babies become infants and you change their diapers or you feed them, bottles and nappies drop on the floor, so just gonna have a bin upstairs for that. And that is the whole house. I'm actually very proud of how it turned out. I think it is really cute. I would love to play in this house. There are definitely a few imperfections, but that's just how The Sims 4 is, and you kind of just, to be able to enjoy the game, you kind of just need to ignore it. So a 3-bedroom house, 2 bathrooms, and a cute little outdoor space. Okay, just like this minion, we're gonna say goodbye to the gallery wall. So sad, but it has to be done. But again, you can recreate that here. I think this is a perfect place to put a little gallery wall. So guys, when you load into a lot, and if you want to use this specific build, you can just make sure that you have more than 77k in your bank account. It's going to be under base game house number 1 because I'm planning to do some more base game builds in the future. So if you're looking for it, that is what it is called. I think it looks so good from this angle. I'm going to go ahead and and click share. Oh, also it's a 30 by 20 lot. So my gallery ID is flying squirrels with 2 Z's at the end. So this gallery item does not use any pack specific content. Love it. Guys, thank you so much for watching until the very end. I love you guys so much and I appreciate you all. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye.